I'll be like, oh,
Pretending it's hot.
it's hot. The sun.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. The sun. The sun. All right, up there, up
The
there.
sun.
It's blazing. Okay, all right. That is our thumbnail, and
We'll get something good out of that.
yeah,
I'm
we'll
sure.
get something
Praise
good.
the sun.
Something that is actually somewhat handcrafted and handmade. And why we pointed out, and I really enjoy our freeze frame cold intro, because it shows there is a level of authenticity to what we do, that these thumbnails are not AI generated or glazed up by some platform. It's still created by Jason. And if you see, I don't know if you watch YouTube, I think YouTube has replaced. So it used to be, I'll start off with like, YouTube has probably been like 75% of what I watch now in terms of long form content. It's that and random movies here and there. But I can totally tell these thumbnails that people.
Oh, like
it used
AI
to be
generated?
Yeah, that used to be an art form. Like Mr. Beast did the whole thumbnail, the hype thing, and then everyone caught on, and all of a sudden it became the model for AI to generate. And then I get so grossed out because I see these Twitch content creators all of a sudden they don't look like themselves in the thumbnails anymore. It's like they de-age themselves. There's perfectly smooth skin on their face, and it's just so fake that it grosses me out. I don't know if if you ever gotten that feeling where you look at a fake picture, but it just looks so gross. I don't know if that's what it means when something is an uncanny valley, but it just like makes me. It's so like I detest it. It just
like
sick to the
irks
core.
you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, something is off, but I'm not exactly sure. I can't put my finger on it, but like something's off, and I think that's kind of a human nature thing. Like, oh, because you want to be cautious for survival purposes, so it's like, oh, something's off with this, and yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, that's what I started noticing as I scrolled through YouTube. Like I skip
Like all the thumbnails start looking the same.
Yeah,
like,
it's like scrolling through a Fortnite or Roblox, like pick your next game kind of, where it's all just slop in a way, and it's kind of. I don't want to live in that kind of world. It makes me want to live back into. Okay, did you use YouTube back in the day, like when it first started?
Before it was before it was owned by Google. Like it was just
just a thing that those guys put up, and it had the most random clips. There was SNL clips, there were illegal clips, there were clips of just random stuff.
It was YouTube was like the go-to if you wanted in college. It's like if you wanted to play like music, like you just put you search up the song.
Yes.
Let me search it up. Let me
video,
play it. Yeah,
the
music
playlist.
videos. Exactly. It was something you went to search for something that pre-existed versus user-generated content where you're now going to YouTube to watch.
Like a channel nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
But I understand why it became this way. It makes sense because, and this is also the sad thing about culture now, and we'll talk about movies in the back half of the segment that I wanted to pick your brain about, because the Odyssey has just piqued my interest. Not that
Are you a Christopher Nolan like fan? Like watching like Inception?
I enjoy those
Oppenheimer.
Those movies. I enjoy those movies because they feel like movies. But I also understand why the rise of like all these content channels, these ways that you can get. It's like no longer. Okay, I'll even go to YouTube as an example. Like back then, YouTube wasn't so personalized for each person.
Right.
Like everybody, when the SNL Chronicles of Narnia clip went viral, like everybody, it went everywhere, right? When Gundam Style went viral, like everybody was like in. But now, I think over the past, maybe the pandemic sped things up, where your feed, my feed, everybody's feed is so
dynamic,
personalized that it's really hard to reach that pinnacle of like popularity like we did in the past at the beginning of these platforms. And this is, I guess, the progress nature of technology and making advertising work and money and personalizing so you can buy, watch more ads, buy more stuff.
Yeah. But then at the same time, like then you kind of lose connection with other people. Like when before YouTube, like let's just say TV, and everyone would watch Friends or Seinfeld or 90210, and then you'd all watch it, and you'd all next day talk about it. Around.
Okay, so that's actually
Yeah.
what have you watched recently?
This
Like
is
television
this
series.
is embarrassing, but
What?
like you,
Why
I
is it
watch a
embarrassing?
lot of YouTube. I probably watch more. I don't watch movies. I watch influencers or reviewers or critics who
Okay.
watch the movie, who then
Okay.
tell me and describe it to me, because I don't have the time to go watch some of these movies.
gosh. Oh my
so
gosh.
so sometimes I'll watch it, and sometimes I'm like watching it through someone who is describing it and condensing it for me, and not
is
watching
very
it.
interesting.
So there's like movies like I really wanted to say, for example, I really wanted to see He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and it came out and it was in Vegas. And in Vegas, we were like there during the weekday, and it's like 50% off. It would have been $5. And I went to my kids and I said, "Hey, you want to go see a movie? Because it's like half off.
Okay.
$5. You want to see He-Man?" And then my kids are like, "We want to see Toy Story 5." I'm like, "Well,
Okay.
that's not coming out for another month." And they're like, "No, we'd rather go to the pool." So I did not get a chance to watch
By
it.
the way, they said He-Man was on the level of Dungeons and Dragons
Oh, really?
in terms of like just
Like
fun movies.
the latest one.
Yeah, with
Honor
Chris
Among
Pine.
You know that one, I went in not because I saw that on like streaming, and I went in with like very low expectations because of the other Dungeons and Dragons, the previous one, and it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it
I-
was a
and
fun
I was like,
adventure.
Chris
Good-
Pine is
good
like in
production.
everything. He's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
like Star Trek. He's like in this. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So it doesn't have. Not all movies have to be deep, but all movies have to be like somewhat enjoyable. Like I just want it's escapism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to enjoy a movie, and yeah, there's some movies like we talk about Christopher Nolan, like Oppenheimer. I watched like Killers of the Flower Moon with Leonardo DiCaprio, and that was it was interesting. It was a long movie. I probably could have just watched it at home, but I ended up watching it in a theater. And that was only because I had like the AMC like monthly pass. So I was like watching everything that
still
came
have
out.
it?
No, I don't. I binge watched it. And then I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore.
I see. I told my wife this past week that this is what I imagine my retirement would to be like. It's either my day's gonna go like this. I go teach people how to surf in
Yeah.
the morning, go work out, spend the afternoon watching movies.
Yeah?
And then when I watched everything, I'll probably go and
Go back to
read books or something, and that's how my retirement will look like.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what? I probably would be one of those senior citizens at the movie theaters that would just know everybody, and then I would bring in my Costco bag of popcorn, Costco-sized family bag. But because I've been there, like
They
I'm
know you
there,
by,
they're
like, first name?
Yeah, they're like, it's fine. You can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go ahead and bring that in. You don't have to sneak it in. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I imagine like if I had to sneak it in, I would have to stuff it in my jacket, and it
yeah,
would like
you'd have
bulge.
to. Yeah.
It would be pretty, or you break it into little bags or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's how
Just
I imagine.
different pockets, different
Yeah,
butter
yeah,
popcorn,
yeah.
like
That's-
like
Because that's how when I was we didn't have the pass. This pass thing is a relatively
Yeah.
new within the last pandemic times. New movie pass kicked
to
it
get
off.
people to go to movies with the hope that like I think it's really to sell you popcorn or like drinks because that's the high margin. Like they don't make a lot of money on the actual movie and
course.
movie tickets, but they want to get you in so you can get the popcorn. They make a lot of money
it's
on
like
popcorn.
$20-$25 for the large popcorn, large soda.
Yep.
So I totally understand the business model, and I don't know if there will be a movie that I'll drag myself back into watch.
Would you see Odyssey?
No, I wouldn't. Even if someone said, "Hey, Jack, here's a 70 millimeter IMAX ticket to San Francisco, and you can watch it in the format that Christopher Nolan," I'm like, I still don't want to go. Like, I don't want to drive up there, San Francisco. I don't want to. I mean, I think it's fine because it is a spectacle, right? And this is why I want to talk about it a bit more and dive into why I think it's successful. And it bucks the trend.
Right.
it's practical movie making,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going back to days like a director trying to make movies and not relying on computer graphics for everything. Certain things I get, you're going to use the computer graphics because it makes sense, but that's not your first choice.
Mm-hmm.
Your first choice is, can we make this using practical effects?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's what's inspiring
Mm-hmm.
to all the people that are in the industry today that are doing this, are making movies, because they probably watched movies in the 80s and 90s. It's like, wow, that was incredible. Because they're like, how did they do that? And that was back when computer graphics
Right.
weren't that advanced, and they still did it and made these amazing movies and stories.
And those are the movies that they tend to age well or age better. Like when you watch some movies that rely on like CGI or computer graphics, they don't age well. Like I would say like The Matrix, the second one. I forget what the second one was, but like we had all the Reloaded with all the Agent Smiths, and they had it and they like imposed Agent, and it's like it gets kind of wonky that fight scene, and it's like, oh, that didn't age too well. But something like Star Wars, right, where it's like, oh, even practical effects, but even like the Muppets, the puppets and stuff that they did, and then even just the models, like with the spaceships, they actually just use models and whatnot. It does have more realism, and I think it helps as well. It's like versus doing everything on a green screen and like talking to something that is supposed to be a character, being able to talk to a person or even a Muppet, a puppet, like you get better better reaction, I think.
Yeah, so I can't draw the line completely, but instead of CGI Trojan horse, they built a real Trojan horse. But something that I also understand, you can't do like the space stuff, right?
Yeah.
You can't, if you're gonna film a space, Project Hail Mary is a great movie. Like they did as much as they could, but you also aren't gonna fly into space and film this thing.
Yeah. But they also used the puppet for the rock creatures.
Oh my gosh!
So,
so you watched it then?
I've watched people who watched it
who
said it was good, and they said it was really good because they had the puppet, and it was though there weren't a lot of So
I read the book, and then the movie was coming out like a few years later, and I was looking forward to the movie, and it ended up being on Amazon streaming.
Oh, nice!
Right, so you can watch it streaming now, and I knew it was going to be good. So people who read the book were like, "How are they going to do the Rock character?
Yeah,
right? How are they going to do that?" All that in language and all that, and I thought it was pretty clever. And this is how I know it was good, because my wife didn't read the book; she just watched the movie. She's like, "Oh my god, am I going to start having feelings because of this rock thing?" I'm not gonna. Do you mind? Do you want?
No,
me to
you
spoil
spoil it.
Okay,
I'll watch it later, but no, I don't. I don't worry about spoilers.
So the
anymore.
Rock dies.
Oh, spoiler!
And
No,
the Rock dies, and then she's like, "Oh my god, the Rock dies." That's how I knew. Like that's character. That's when you created something, a fictional character that has moved people. And that's the incredible part about being human and telling stories is when it comes from the heart, when it comes from a real experience that we draw upon, it's going to have impact on other people. Unless they're like just dead inside or something.
No, right? that's a great point, because not only like a lot of these themes transcend like cultures, you know what I mean? Like you could show that same movie. Obviously, you localize it or you translate it, but that's why like movies tend to be, if a hit somewhere, it translates well, they just localize it or whatnot to other countries. Like a hit is a hit. Like Endgame, we keep going back to Endgame, but like that was such a huge build-up worldwide, and like everyone watched it, and everyone, I think, we're pretty much on the same page of like who you're rooting for, and it's like, oh, like Thanos, and so it's like stuff like that is like kind of universal, or maybe that's what makes us human.
Did you keep up with the Comic-Con news updates?
I heard about like Doomsday. I heard about. I don't know. I kind of don't because I'm a little worried about Doomsday because I know I think it's going to be they're setting it up to be like Infinity War and Endgame because they have the two movies. You have Doomsday and Secret Wars. So I'm guessing
Okay.
that the first movie is going to be like Doomsday wins. Like
Interesting.
I don't think that's a far stretch, but I don't want to spoil it because I know there's a lot of spoilers.
I don't. I think for the general population it would be spoilers, but for the people who are comic fans,
Yeah.
they already know every story
Yeah.
line.
Also,
that's kinda
like
out
you
there.
kind of, if you've been following, you know what they're doing with like the multiverse.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, this is a cinematic universe, so they'll take their own liberties.
Yeah,
But I get what you're saying. It makes sense.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, this month's my kids watching Brand New Day Spider Man.
Oh, okay. So that. Oh my gosh! So that's coming out this Friday.
Yeah,
As we're recording this, I
are you going to see it?
know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good because I enjoyed. Was it Far From Home?
Far From Home and
That
then
was
No
the
Way
last
Home.
one. No Way Home. Is that?
I
Is it?
think
It's Homecoming. Far
Homecoming.
From Home and then No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, because
Okay.
that's where the multiverse.
Yes, that. Oh
The-
my gosh, that
No Way
moment,
Home was amazing.
that when the three Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was like peak.
I also I know there was spoilers, but I did not know that was coming. Like I did not know anything going in that movie, and so when they revealed Tobey Maguire and then Andrew Garfield, I was like, "What is going on?" It's like
that
it'd
was
be
a
like
great moment.
it's like being. I imagine that would be the same as like when you bump into like three of your favorite celebrities like at a cafe. You're like, "What is going on?" Like I was like, "Wait a second, they can do this."
And you know, because I rewatched that movie, and then not recently, but I rewatched it, and then it made me rewatch the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. It makes
Trilogy.
it, you go back
And
and,
I was
watch
like,
it.
oh man, that was like, Dave Franco. Is it Dave Franco or James
James Franco, yeah.
And then like I always remember him because his smile was so creepy.
Oh
It
yeah,
was such a creepy, and it worked really well for the Hobgoblin character. Like it's just a very
yeah,
creepy
yeah.
smile, and then it was just William Dafoe's great.
Yeah, William Dafoe like is amazing as that Green Goblin.
And then for a teenage kid, the upside down Spider-Man kiss,
Oh yeah,
that was like peak. It was like wow. But the only part that was like starting to like emo Spider-Man.
oh yeah.
that was the
And
part-
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, that was a little bit like
But the cool thing is they kind of have Easter eggs or comments and whatnot. So
Yeah.
if you followed Tobey Maguire and then even Andrew Garfield, and then you watch all this, they had all kind of homages to like those movies. It's like like payoffs, you know. So I thought it was really well done, and I was very happy with that movie. I mean, the funny thing is, it's like you said like, oh, you have all these emotions and memories from those movies, and it's like, but my son didn't watch any of those movies, so he's like, I don't understand any of it. Like, what does he mean? I was like, oh, you have to go watch them. But it's like, but at all levels, like my kids enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, so I feel like I hope more movies do that, and I hope that. You know, I hope we get that with Doomsday because they have so much content to work with, and they're like I feel like everyone's in this movie as well.
What? So are you gonna take your children to go watch Spider-Man?
I am. I'll probably try to take them the Tuesday after because that's like the 50% off, and I'll probably I don't know if my youngest is 5 turning 6, I think, but I don't know if he can sit through like I took him to Minions and Monsters and he enjoyed that,
okay.
but that is like very ADD movie, and I don't know if
It
he can
is?
sit through a lot. Like it is like I was watching it and
They
honestly
say it was
I
like
got
the
bored.
best.
I got bored. I was like, what is going on? Like this is
Really?
yeah, I got really bored
So
because it just jumps all
that-
the time. I was like, I can't follow
that's
anything.
very
What's going
interesting.
on?
So that's the latest movie, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so people have reviewed it saying that that's the best Minions movie because it's a homage to movie making, and they're trying to make a monster movie, So I'll probably watch it when it streams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's very interesting. I didn't think it would be like a Mario or like a Minecraft where it's just
It felt so long because I think the premise of it, it's like I understand the premise.
now I definitely
so
gotta
you
watch it
watching,
to
you're like, okay,
understand.
when are we gonna get to that part? And it's like takes so long to get there. And I was like, is this like a 3 hour movie? It turns out it's only like 90 minutes. I was like, dude,
Yeah,
it
it's not a
felt
long
so
movie.
long.
Really? Okay.
But maybe because it's like from the trailer you kind of get an idea of like, okay, I understand what the movie is gonna about, but to get to that point it takes so long, like the ramp up and whatnot. And I was like, I don't know. I think my kids enjoyed it because they watch YouTube and they're just flipping all the time. They can't even finish. If there's because I don't have YouTube Premium, if there's an ad, they will change the YouTube. They won't even wait for the ad. It's like too much. So I'm watching this and it's kind of just jumping and it's like taking a long time to get started.
So I'm curious. So what activity or what thing in life do you see them actually like focus 100% on?
Focus.
That they
you-
can like lock in.
You know, a lot of it, like with the World Cup and whatnot, they love playing soccer. So that's good because it's outdoors and they're active and whatnot. So anything to get them outdoors, really, like
Oh, that's great.
sports.
That's good to hear. Outdoor stuff. It's
Yeah, and also they're brothers, so they're somewhat like competitive. So it could be anything. It could be soccer. It could be Beyblade, like these spinning tops. It could be anything. Like,
I
so
see. That's very. I'm just like the thing that always worries me is the younger folks and their ability to pay attention, and then also their ability to just be bored and just sit there and just I don't know, just be bored.
yeah,
I'm that. So I remember my summer and this,
Yeah.
our summer. This summer is wrapping up. I mean, this is end of July, so August, midway through August, a lot of children go back to school.
Yeah.
But for adults, we still have summer.
yeah, yeah.
But I remember as a child, grade school summer, there was not that much to do, right? There's daytime television if you have a TV at home. Video games were not like that engaging back then, and you had to actually had some money to be able to play. So a lot of times it was just like I just sat there and entertained myself, looked around and just
Make up games.
make up stuff, stare at the ceiling, and just like imagination.
Yeah, kids are definitely spoiled. Like, they have everything on demand on YouTube, right? They have video game. My
We
kids
had no internet. That was a
Yeah,
big
no
thing.
internet is a huge. Yeah, my kids have video games because obviously I have video games, and I don't know if they've beaten anything. Like when you were a kid and you got one video game and you,
You would
saved up,
play the
you'd
hell
play
out
it
of
and
it.
you'd
You
beat
would
it.
just
You
play it
because.
Non-stop.
But now it's like you have so many. I'm like, oh, I don't know if you really, can play all this. And the other stuff is a lot of it's online. So it's like, oh, it's like you all play online. It's like, okay, like how much. I guess you could play indefinitely, with all online competition. Like my son, he got the EA Football Club because of, he got excited about World Cup, so he plays that game, and then he also plays outside soccer.
Is he gonna be? Are you gonna like push him towards? Not push him, but be like, hey, you want to try out for the school team?
You
and
know,
stuff?
like it's funny because when he was very young, I did do soccer. Like that's what you do when you're a parent and it's your firstborn. You try him. You sign him up for all the sports. Like maybe he's gifted. Maybe that's a ticket to a scholarship.
Maybe something will stick.
He kind of got bored. Like he's really good at basketball, but it's like he doesn't have. I think you were saying like the motivation to push himself, and he for like soccer, it's like he was a defender, and it's like not the sense of urgency or drive or competitive. Maybe it comes later, but he actually he's like, I don't want to do soccer anymore. And I said, why don't you want to do soccer anymore? And he goes, I'm too good. I was like, oh my god, like you already have the ego before you've gotten like the skills. So maybe I'll have him try soccer, but he's really good at is track and field, like running. He's huge into running.
Really?
Yeah, he did the 5K by himself. Like, and I was way like half an hour behind him. But like, yeah, he can run, and he qualified for like the his school, his elementary school had an Olympics, and he got all the way to the finals. Now, he got like fourth or fifth, but he still got to the finals, which was very impressive. But I was joking. I was like,
Wow.
some of these kids are for whatever reason like held back, a year. Like they're held back a year.
Oh, really? At grade
Yeah,
school?
yeah.
What?
And it's happening more and more because it gives your
Really?
kid because they're growing such an advantage. I'm like, you in your grade level, you
Okay.
got fifth. But if I had held you back, you would have gotten like first.
Oh,
Because
really?
you have such an advantage. Because I saw some other kids, I'm like, you're too tall for your age. Like you were held back. And I know some teachers who held that back, especially boys, maturity thing. But
Really?
for sports, I mean, I think high school it's called redshirting. Like
High school redshirting? That's like
you hold back. You do
Wow.
another year,
Like-
senior year or whatnot.
Wow. I mean, I don't know because I don't have kids. I'm not
Yeah.
friends with underage minors and stuff.
For
but,
good reason. For good
like,
reason.
I remember growing up, if someone in our grade got held back, we would know,
Yeah.
right? And it would be like a shameful thing.
Yeah.
It's because like you dumb or something.
Yeah.
So you get held back. But now hearing from you, it seems like an option.
Yeah. Like parents are looking for everything. Like, whatever edge you
Or
can
start
get.
them later
Yeah.
in life in
Yeah.
grade school if there
Yeah.
was a possibility.
I mean,
that sounds almost like cheating.
kind of. I think also boys like mature later. So like when my son was like trying to like learn to read, there were some girls in his class who were reading all by themselves. Like they could read everything. I'm like trying to get him to like,
Oh, I understand
spell
that.
or handwrite, and some of these girls, I was like, man, you're writing like full paragraphs, and I'm trying to get them to write like
Right.
one word.
I totally get that. I tell you like the analogy that someone told me, you're just like that flower that bloomed later, and it totally was true. I don't think in like my first 18 years all through high school, I look back, I'm like, wow, I'm such a dumbass. I was like such an idiot going through life, at least that phase. And then I don't really come into my late bloomer. I
Yeah.
didn't really come into understanding the world and things until I'd say like my mid 20s. I started seeing things myself because immigrant parents didn't know how to show us or tell us because they didn't know.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like learning about the finance system,
Yeah.
how that all works, learning about student loans, the education system, all that stuff, going through college, what that all means, and had to just like go out there and make mistakes and
Yeah.
learn from the mistakes and continue to build upon it. But I
Yeah.
get what you're saying in terms of like late bloomers and when I think about it, I think all the girls in high school, like they were just more mature.
Yeah.
When
Even like middle school, like
the-
you see them all.
they're just like
They're just-
more
they
mature
just
for
ha-
some reason.
Also, it's so funny. It's like I remember it's like a Sadie Hawkins dance, and it was like it must have been like middle school, but all the girls were like taller than the boys because they just have that growth spurt. It's just so, it's-
Okay, so I was not the cool kid. I never went to that dance because I was like a nerd or something. No girl was gonna ask me to go. I was not. I was not a popular dude. I was like the geek, the nerd, the weird, quiet dude. That was it.
so you're like what is it? Geek Jack, and then you have Jack, Magic Jack.
Yeah.
Jack
different-
plays Magic, and then
different
you have
phases of life.
Santa Jack, and now you're in your Surfer Jack era.
Yeah.
To
yeah,
borrow
my,
a term
my,
from Taylor
my
Swift.
last. That's right. My last great era, but it built upon everything. I never thought I would do the things I do in life.
Mm-hmm.
But I came out of my shell eventually, and I stopped being shy. I go up and talk to every random person on the street and wherever, and I just like, I really just got to finally come into my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't be. That's why at 42, going on 42, I'm like the happiest person because I've got it all figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. I mean, you're gonna do teaching surfing in the morning, and then gym,
Yeah,
and then you're gonna watch movies,
that's right.
and maybe you could be a movie reviewer as well, and then you can go back.
Yeah, I'd probably even get a nighttime job just to work at a
Yeah,
restaurant, just to
yeah.
interact with tourists or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, welcome to the island, and just.
Do you want to learn how to surf, or do you want any movie recommendations?
Yeah, and be like, yeah, welcome to the community. So I can't wait to get that phase of my life started. I got 9 years. When I hit 50 is when I hit the button and I go, I'm out of here. I'm
That's
outta
cool.
here.
That's cool.
There is no
You have
turning
an
back.
end game planned. I think that's super cool.
Exactly. Hit the button and boom, sell everything, ship everything on a ship and get it over on island and then just live in a shack or just a cheap rental or whatever. And then,
Yeah,
And then that's it. Oh, can't wait.
that's cool. That's
Can't wait. But hijacking that's my dream. But we're wrapping up summer.
Yeah.
So your children are going back to school.
August 13th. So
Oh,
next
August, wow,
next month.
August
It's coming
13th.
up. It's coming up.
So I would say like, is there one last? I guess I would ask you: is there one last hurrah before your children are really back in school?
I mean, honestly, it's probably taking them to see Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Like we did the Vegas trip earlier.
Yeah.
And I have been taking them, to day trips. We got like a 90-day pass at like the trampoline, like in Milpitas. They have like altitude.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do people get hurt doing that? You watch
Like
people get hurt?
I'm sure they do.
Do you jump on the trampolines?
No,
with
I
them?
don't. No, I bring them there. I put on the
Okay,
socks,
okay.
and then I get a
Trying to visualize this.
a like table, and I just sit down and I just go on my phone, and I have the water.
You don't
the
even
kid-
watch them?
No, I go. You just go because you just go have fun, and then come back every half an hour to water break and your snacks and whatnot. Then we're gonna wash our hands and then leave. But yeah, they go and kids get so sweaty. They come and they're just drenched.
Well, jumping is a very.
And yeah. But there's tons. They just jump around. There's like you can do basketball. They have like throwing dodgeball in an area. There's slides. There's lots of fun things. They just go off, and usually it will
have
depend.
you been in there? Like
Yeah,
not
I
just
have.
sitting
I had.
there?
I
Okay.
did just, and it's tiring. It's tiring just walking around because it's like not stable, and you're like going.
What? Well, okay. Recommendation. When is it like a slow time to go? When's it? You would say is a good time.
A good time to go.
It's not like super crowded. I don't
It's
know
like
how many people.
any weekday, because honestly it gets busy on weekends. But it's the reason why it gets so busy on weekends is also because birthdays. I think they make a lot of money on birthdays.
I think I want to sit there like you and just watch kids either hurt themselves, hurt each other, or they play dodgeball. Do they play dodgeball there?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to see like someone.
It's just you winding up and just.
Well, I don't know. I would play, but I would watch someone like get smashed in the face with the
Yeah.
ball. So this is the part I think cracks me up. So the World Cup highlights, and they show
Yeah.
people get hit
Yeah,
in the face
yeah.
by the ball.
Yeah.
And then they slow it down.
Yeah.
And you see that moment. I was just like,
there's
that's so funny.
I don't know if it's World Cup, but there's Eric Haaland
Yeah.
from Norway
Yeah.
of him doing that, just nailing the ball and it hits the defender's face and it deflects and it goes
It's
into,
so good. It's so
into the
good.
goal.
Like it's so that's what I would like to. I was just like go to this trampoline house and just watch kids.
You're just watching kids just eat it like
yeah,
just
just like I would just have such
some
a,
people watch you just watching kids just like hurt themselves.
Yeah, I mean, as much as like we talk about a bunch of like intelligent things, I would tell you those dumb moments where someone gets hit in the nuts by the football or they fall on their face.
Yeah.
Or it's just some physical comedy.
Physical comedy.
Yeah, I think it's comedic where
Are you sure you don't want to be a dad? You're just watching your kid get hurt.
It's like those videos people put on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
Where it's like, the kid just smacked their dad with
Yeah.
a baseball bat or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Like those those are like my stress relievers where I watch that happen. I can't help it but just like crack up. I'm just like physical pain like
Physical
that.
pain.
Real, it's like the Looney Tunes or something.
Yeah.
Where it's just programmed in me where I just, oh man, like the anvil falling on top
Yeah.
of somebody. That would just make me laugh so hard.
It's so funny.
That's my like
so
my
funny.
weakness in terms of humor.
So next
one-
time I go, I'll let you know if you want to tag along.
Yeah, you let me know because I'm very curious. Like I've never been. I know
Yeah.
trampoline houses was like the new thing for children for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah, yeah.
And then people got hurt, and then they had to dial it back a little bit.
They make you sign a waiver. I think that's how they get around
Yeah,
it. They
and
make you
then
sign a waiver.
I think children probably they don't get as hurt as you think because they're still more flexible and limber and they can jump around.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's the adults that are like stiff back,
Yeah.
haven't really been active, that try to move around. Those are the people that actually get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take. I don't have statistics on this, but that's what I would imagine. Like a middle-aged person, this looks fun. They try to jump and then
Yeah.
they realize, oh, my ankle,
Yeah.
or my
yeah,
knee.
yeah.
And
Or
then-
because you're going from like 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds because your kids do that, are active all the time.
Yeah.
But it's like your body, like, oh, I know I've done this before, but you haven't done it in so long and your body's not used to it and
Yeah.
it's not conditioned.
Yeah, like kids, they just jump off those things. They do flips and then
Yeah.
they
Yeah, totally.
They do all that, and then the adults try it, and then they just
Yeah.
flop. And I just, oh man, this sounds like a fun.
You're like, this sounds like
It's
comedy.
like a $15 pass to go watch people for an hour and just laugh my butt off. Seriously, and just like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Like, I'm not to make fun of, like, if I saw someone that was overweight trying to do the trampoline, I think that would do it. That would make me just crack up completely. Like, it's like you really shouldn't. You're trying. I give you props, but you really shouldn't. And if they had, it's not like a swimming pool
Yeah.
where you do a cannonball. Okay, it's fine. A trampoline, that energy has to bounce back.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's not going to absorb all of it. So if a heavy person tries to jump on the trampoline, that energy comes back, and oh man, I'm just imagining. Oh my gosh, that person probably would be like, oh, what did I just do?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's probably how people a lot of injure themselves because, that energy goes back into the body
Yep.
and it has to go somewhere.
Oh man. The one thing I tell you when you talk about Milpitas and that, I think it's at the Great Mall.
Yeah, Great
right?
Mall, yeah.
The one thing I didn't want to pay, and then I try to look, is the Lego Center. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So I don't have kids. I wasn't going to go in, right?
Yeah.
They're like, what's this old grown up? What's he trying to do?
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
into Legoland? So I was like, maybe I'll just walk by and take a peek inside, see what this. They covered the whole thing up. You can't peek at all. It's like a
Price of
screen.
entry. Yeah.
It's all covered up, and I was like, dang. I just want to see before I commit to anything. But now I would definitely not go in there. I'd rather just go to Legoland or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's because that's a little too young for my oldest. But when my oldest was younger, I used to take him away to the Legoland, and that would be another summer after school, after summer camp. I'd take him, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a condensed version of Legoland. They have like one ride, which is like
There's a ride.
there's a ride you sit in. It's like a ride. You just sit in and you shoot. You have a wand and you shoot at a screen and you
okay.
get points. Because it used to be where the Sears outlet, so it's very big. So you have that one ride, and then they have like a little movie theater that's 4D. So there's like wind and water and it rains. And I think they do also make a lot of their money on like birthdays. They have some birthday rooms. They have
family entertainment.
a playground in the shape of like a pirate ship that's 2 stories for kids to run around.
Oh.
In the center,
Getting the exclusive.
yeah, you're
inside
getting I mean, you could just Google and look at the Yelp photos, but in the middle there's like displays of. It's kind of like Bay Area, so they have Levi Stadium, they have Cupertino with Apple. So they have all this Golden Gate Bridge. So you can look at all these models built based on the Bay Area. And what else? They have a place where you can build like cars, and there's a ramp where you can race other kids. There's like a a laser maze you can do, and it's timed. And there's just little areas that you can play Lego and Duplo, and that's really about it. So you're not missing that much. And then obviously they have like the gift shop on the way out. So it's like, oh, but that's a little. I think my oldest kind of aged out of that, so we take him to the trampoline park, so they both go.
Okay. All at the mall.
Yeah, at the
Great
mall.
Wall of Mobility.
I'm surprised you. I thought you were gonna say the escape room because they have an escape room at, where the.
They have an escape room at Great Wall now?
Yeah. It's when where GameStop is, and
Yeah.
where the cinema. It's like right opposite GameStop.
Okay.
They have. I haven't done it, and my oldest was interested in, but I was like, we don't have enough people because you kind of have to go with a group of people, because you kind of project manage and you break up. It's like, okay, you solve this puzzle, I'll go over here, search, and there's like different things you can do. Also, I mean, depending on the difficulty, you kind of need smart people as well, like figuring out.
So, when you talk about, I do like escape rooms, but what I realize, unless the escape room really needs you to have a partner,
Yeah.
I do it faster by myself.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying, it's like, what happens is too many people have too many opinions about how to solve stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Instead of just trying to solve it,
Yeah.
you're just trying to figure out how to solve it.
Versus just trying.
And versus having it's like when you have too many chefs that
Yeah,
try to take direction and they all end up going different ways versus all being collaborative and working towards, because no one wants to lead.
Yeah.
So that's when I go, I just do it myself and I could do it a lot faster.
Makes sense. I'm like the guy who, like, everyone's trying to solve the puzzle. I was like, I'm just gonna go and try to search for clues, and if I find a key or a combination, I will bring it back. But I was like, I don't know. I'll just try things, but usually it's like I don't want to lead. I was like, just tell me what to do.
Yeah, there's a difference. Like I would say, and that's why escape rooms. If I was competitive, I just do it myself.
Yeah.
If it's for the social experience of trying to get to know your team better, then you do it with other people, so you understand your team dynamics, like who in your team is a follower, a leader, someone that's vocal, someone that's it really shows a lot. So in that aspect, I find that an escape room can be
useful,
enlightening, even
because
if you
your
don't
project
solve
manager
it.
should be the best, right? You're gonna find out if your project manager is
exactly. So it does translate to some aspect of their work style and their personality. So some of that I do when I deep dive into thinking about understanding people more. And
that should be part of the interview process.
like here,
Can
throw five people into escape room challenges, and whoever figures it out and the fastest will get the job. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious, man. That'd be kind of scary too, because depending on what type of escape rooms, there are some intense ones that are horrors versus some that are just fun puzzles.
Yeah.
Some that are themed. So I totally got a very creative way of recruiting and hiring people. But that's kind of a kind of not a wrap to summer yet. But I guess our next recording will really wrap up summer. We'll take some thoughts on.
And you know what? You're gonna see Spider-Man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll try to both see Spider-Man. You're gonna see it this Friday.
Well, I won't see it this Friday.
Okay.
I will never see it I'll never catch a movie when it's out. I'm done with movies. Until the day.
So only on streaming.
Until they remove streaming. Until
when you retire, then you'll.
Yeah, exactly. Or until my subscription is done or whatever. I'm still on I think it's going to be done this month actually. Then it's. Yeah.
Oh, you're streaming.
It's going to be done this month. I'm pretty sure.
So you're like binge watching everything.
I mean, I always believe that streaming. This is the last point we'll make. I think streaming for back catalog.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Streaming for all the new stuff that you can watch in 90 days or 120 days, I mean, you just destroyed my whole desire to ever watch anything at the theater. So that's me. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses or trying to keep up with conversation with anybody, because it's a whole different society that we live in now that no one's trying to keep up. Everyone's just trying to do what they want to do, what they like to do. So yeah, you're never going to get me back in the movie theater. not even if it's even free. I don't think I even want to be in a movie theater anymore. Yeah, but that's me. That's me.
Especially when you have YouTube, right? Like you were saying, you watch
Yeah,
most of your stuff on YouTube.
I mean, I
so-
watch YouTube and the streaming apps. Those are like 75% YouTube, 25% for movies on streaming apps, and it's hard for me to tune. Like I watch miniseries, like The Bear
Yeah.
was like a quick 8 episodes, 30 minutes each. That's easy.
Mm.
But you're not gonna find me. I haven't even watched like The House of Dragon.
Yeah, I never got
I
into Game
haven't
of Thrones
watched
at all.
that. I haven't watched a bunch of things that I thought I would like to watch, but I'm just interested, but just no time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You
next time
will
I will
go-
try to see Brand New Day. I'll
Yeah,
let you know how it is.
You will let me know because I hope you love it enough to be like, Jack, you should go. That's the kind of recommendation I want because that's the kind of movie I want it to be a good movie. I want it to make $1 billion, but I'm not contributing towards it.
Jason, you go watch it twice.
Yes, exactly. Go watch it twice for me at least. All right, that's a wrap. Next week we'll kind of wrap up summer and
Yeah.
how the past few months have been, and we'll look forward to the upcoming fall and the rest of 2026 as your children
Yes.
return.
Sounds good. Return to school.
And we'll get back to a different flow once they do return to school. I imagine you'll be back to like a full-time parent.
Full time. Oh, maybe it's a
Pick
break.
up-
It's a break for me because then
Pick
I
up, drop off, school
yeah,
activities.
School back to the regular schedule.
Exactly.
Well, perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in.